Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to poche your walls. Now, all we're doing is we're filling in the walls to make them look dark, like so. And this is a quick eye reference for architects, builders, engineers to know and understand what are walls, what are doors, what are windows, because it's a lot of line work and it's a little overwhelming. And so this helps seeing where everything's at. And that's what this is for. And the poching these walls and filling them in as such. And so there's a pretty easy way to do it. I like to use a pretty thick pencil. This is my 0.9 millimeter pencil. And so I make sure I got a chiseled edge. And how I do that is I just at an angle. And that edge is pretty chiseled. I like it chiseled. And for those of you that don't know what chiseled is that, let's just say, I'm just gonna draw the this is the edge of the pencil, and this is the lead. So a chiseled edge is an edge that looks, well, like a chisel. And it has that little slant. Now, some chisels are deeper than others, but you know, mine's relatively looking like this at the edge of the end of my lead. And so I like this because when I draw a line down on a paper, I cover more surface area versus a tip that is pointed like such. This is much harder to create. And what I'm about to show you is how to poche your walls using this chisel tip with relatively ease. And so I know and understand that these lines, and you kind of want to test it out before you go. I'm going to move my straight edge in such a way to where I'm going to maximize the amount of surface area on the chisel. There we go. So now I figured it out. Now identify where your walls are, your windows are, your doors are, and make sure you stop accordingly. Now you see me going back and forth over and over. This is tracing paper, so it's really thin. And to darken the walls, you do not need to push down very hard onto this tracing paper. What you need to do is just go over and over until you get the consistency of shade that you want in your line. All right. And so now I'm done with that. Now I'm going to move it up a little bit and go again until I fill this wall all the way up. And notice how I'm not finishing over here. I'm using the fact that I'm on this same linear pathway throughout. And again, you're just testing to make sure that it's correct. And notice how I don't go all the way back over here. Since I'm here, I'm just going to utilize the fact that I'm here and continue poching my wall. Now you might have to go back to certain areas, and that's okay. Touch-ups are fine. And voila. Done. Vertical walls. I'll do a small one right here. It's the same thing. You're kind of testing it out to see, okay, well, that's a little too thick. And I was a little too on top of that line, so. And that's okay that I crossed over here because this wall is gonna get pochade as well. Just gonna slide this over a bit.
So do you need to do that on this copy, or you can scan it and